name's Briana, and this is Backyard Bugs. Today I'm here with my friend. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Max.
Excellent. And where are we today, Max?
We are in my grandma's backyard.
And what are we going to look for?
Bugs.
Yeah. So I have some things we can use to look for bugs that are kind of fun. I've got nets. These are for flying bugs. If you see something flying, if it's not a bee, I don't usually recommend catching bees.
No.
The best way to catch it is to actually go over top of it, like this. And then the bug's going to be trapped inside, and you make a little witch's hat, like this, and the bug will fly up into the top.
It's like the hat from Harry Potter.
Exactly.
Where it tells if you're in like the Hufflepuff or like...
Yes. And then, yeah, your bug will be caught in this part, and you hold it tight, and then you can look at it.
Okay.
Be like, hello, bug. If there's like shrubs and things like that, you can take your net and just very gently kind of do this. And sweep and shake, and bugs that were hanging out on there might fall in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a reel.
Oh, something flying. Did you catch it?
Oh, no.
Oh. I got a ladybug, I think.
You got a ladybug?
Yep.
Yip-a-doodle.
Is this a ladybug with no spots? Oh, no, it has spots.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you know that ladybugs are beetles?
No.
They are, yeah. They're one of the many, many kinds of beetles. And there's lots of different kinds of ladybugs with different spots. Some of them have stripes. Some of them are different colors.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If you find a bug, let me know and we can look at it together.
All right.
Let's get hunting. I found another mayfly.
Oh, look at that. Is it alive?
It is alive, yep.
All right. Something's on my net, guys. Something's on my net.
So it's a type of shield bug or leaf bug.
You know what? Let's put it in this container. There you go, buddy.
Here we go.
I caught a spider.
A spider! Oh, and I got another mayfly. Two mayflies.
Lots of mayflies around here,
Yeah.
honestly. Grandma, your garden is a mayfly mayhem.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. Beautiful spider. It's got different colors and patterns on it. It's white and gray with kind of like triangles on it. You can flip your net inside out and gently kind of shake it, and the spider will probably fall off.
Here you go, little spider. Here you go. Freedom.
Keeping things a little bit messy is one of the best things you can do to find bugs in your yard.
Really?
Yeah, leave some leaves around, have some bare dirt spots because bugs need to get in there. There's lots of bees that need to make their nest in the dirt.
Okay.
Mason, leafcutter, and Carter bees are solitary bees in the Megachilidae family. They have specialized mouth parts that help them cut out materials or gather materials to build their nests. They build these nests in cavities like holes in trees or even in the ground, and then they use soil, bits of leaves, or even animal fur mixed with their saliva to line the cavities and build their nests, where they lay just one egg and have just one offspring. These bees cannot sting and are often mistaken for other insects like flies or honeybees. Another great thing about bugs, if you go on a bug hunt, you're gonna find a bug.
Yeah, but I always just see ants because right there.
Yeah. And they can be annoying, but they're also very cool.
Yeah.
So they will make little trails of scents And that's how they find where they're going, because they don't have very good eyesight.
Okay.
So they'll be following a little trail. When you see them all marching in a line, they're actually using scents that they release from their butt so that they can all follow that same line. And if you stick your finger in it or you accidentally step in it, they get confused because they can no longer smell where they're going. And that's when they start crawling up your leg and crawling on you. Not because they're trying to get you or they want to be close to you. They just got confused because they lost the scent of where they were going. I got more stuff we can use too, so.
Really?
Let's see, we got little container. These work too. Sometimes bugs just fly into them because they like the color if we leave them sitting out here. Or you can shake things into them just like with the net, and you can go over to like a tree and go, hello, anybody on here? Or into a shrub, anybody in here? And then have a close look in it.
I got your favorite food.
Oh, see, I got tiny spider.
Really?
Itty bitty spider. It's so small. Oh.
Hey, camera, come over here.
Where there's flowers, there's usually bugs. Oh, is this a spider as well?
Oh, but please be. Spiders are really great. And little guy.
Oh, that's a small, fast spider. I don't know where it's gone now. We got 3 ladybugs, 2 spiders, a mayfly, a few different kinds of flies. This one's so beautiful. Look at it. Oh my goodness, I love it. She thought I was gonna eat her, so she excreted some chemical that tastes bad and is orange and yellow because I breathed on her. And that's always people say, the ladybug peed on me.
Whole bunch of nothing. Oh wow. Huh?
Yeah, sometimes the bugs blend in so well, and the only way to spot them is to just watch, and then they'll move.
You know what? Let's check those leaves.
All right.
That looks like a great hiding spot for lots of bugs.
Oh, there's definitely bugs in here.
Oh, then definitely check.
Oh, here's a tiny millipede in the soil.
it's just like the noise that they make. It's just I'm scared.
Oh yeah, that you don't like the noise?
No, I don't like the noise at all. Oh, I see a bee.
There you go.
Hello, busybody.
See, and that's a safe distance away to watch them.
Honeybees are not native to Alberta, which means they're not originally from here, but they are very commonly seen. They're an introduced species from Europe that were brought over as an agricultural species because they make honey and we like to eat it, similar to how we farm cows. Honeybees are excellent pollinators of many of the crops that we grow in Alberta as well, but they can sometimes compete with native bee species for flower resources. Honeybees live in large colonies that can have thousands of individual bees. This means they can be a little bit aggressive because they're guarding that resource of all those bees that are related to them and all of that honey that they've produced and are storing in their hive. Yeah, and I see one bee that's black with just a little yellow, and then some that are black and yellow with an orange stripe. Some of them have more than one orange stripe. There's so many kinds of bumblebees. Bumblebees are easily recognized by their large size, fuzzy bodies, and characteristic buzzing sound. Alberta is very rich in biodiversity of bumblebee species, with at least 28 recorded in the province. Each bumblebee species is unique and has a different length tongue that helps them access nectar in different flowers. Many bumblebees have evolved with native plant species to be specialized pollinators, where only that kind of bumblebee can access the nectar and spread the pollen of that kind of flower. Because bumblebees are large and furry, they're hardier than other flying insects, and are often the first bugs we see flying in the spring and the last bugs we see flying in the fall.
Do you have a bug that is your favorite?
The bug that's my favorite. Well, the most characteristically cute bug would be a bumblebee, in my opinion. And I love
cute.
bumblebees. They're so they're basically like little puppy dogs, and they're so adorable, and they're so friendly. If you treat them with respect, you can just hold them sometimes too. Yeah, I think they're really cool, but I would have to say my actual favorite that I'm really excited about that I saw one in person this summer.
That was one of my other questions. What's the most unique or interesting bug you've ever found?
Yeah, it's a green striped sweat bee, so a green metallic sweat bee. So it's this really shiny blue-green bee.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were walking this pipeline and I saw just a bunch of plants. As one does, and I go over to investigate what kind of bugs are all over, and I see this green speck on a sow thistle plant, and I was like, is that what I think it is? And it was, and I was so excited. And my coworker that I was with, I was like, Sarah, come here, you gotta come see this bee. She's like, what? It's a bee. I'm like, it's a green bee. It's a
so
green
beautiful.
bee. It's so cool. Green and blue colors don't happen very often in nature,
Right.
And there's not a lot of pigments, so it's actually the shape of their exoskeleton and their structure that reflects light in a certain way that makes it reflect a green-blue color.
So many really cool bugs that people don't realize if you don't like stop and look for them, right? Like people would see a picture of that kind of a bug, like I know I did before I learned about bugs, and be like, oh, well, we don't have that in Alberta. Like we just have wasps and mosquitoes and bugs that nobody likes. You're like, no, we've got other ones that are really cool.
And there's a different kind of bee.
Wasp?
No,
Thank God.
a mining bee.
Oh.
So this bee can't sting. It's smaller, this one here, but she's still fuzzy. She's kind of dark orange or brown.
Nice.
She's really beautiful. Andrenid bees, most commonly called mining bees, are common in Alberta, with at least 90 species. These solitary bees build their nests in the ground by excavating and moving soil. They need exposed areas of loose dirt in order to build their nests, where they will lay one egg and provide it with a little ball of pollen and nectar, called bee bread, so when the larva hatches, it has something to eat. As solitary bees, mining bees are not aggressive and don't sting, but they will sometimes aggregate in the same place, where multiple bees will build their individual nests all in one spot. These bees are most commonly seen in springtime, as most species spend the summer, fall, and winter underground.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about wasps?
Yeah.
Because, like we said, people tend to love bees.
Yeah.
They're easy to love, or at least like the obvious bee ones. Because
Mhm.
there's also a lot of bees that people don't love because
Yeah.
they don't know they're bees.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So ants, bees, and wasps, Hymenoptera, which also includes sawflies. They're kind of the, ugly cousin.
They're like a weird,
Yeah.
what are you?
Yeah, but
Guess
they're
we'll
still
put you with
there.
these.
They're still there. They're still super
Yeah.
important. And they still, for the most part, kind of look like the other ones. They're this kind of one big, also mega diverse group. And bees essentially are weird herbivorous wasps.
Right. They came from the
taxonomically.
same ancestor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they feed on nectar, pollen sometimes as well, from flowers. There's also a lot of wasps that do that, right?
Right.
Because when we're saying that these are weird herbivorous wasps, they're one group of weird herbivorous wasps.
Right.
There's a lot of others too. And there's there's wasps that aren't herbivorous, right? There's predatory wasps. That's also super important.
Yeah.
Right? So if people are worried about aphids over consuming all of their plants, wasps are going to come in and deal with that for you, right? They're kind of the cleanup crew of the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
They're really important for that. But they're also pollinators, because as soon as something's visiting a flower, as soon as they're taking a nectar resource, they have the ability to transport pollen.
Right.
And so wasps in general, which kind of includes bees, and it also kind of includes ants, funny enough, are really, really important for these ecosystems. They're also really charismatic. So one thing that I really encourage people to do is, in the summer, you're having a picnic, you're out with your friends, you have some snacks on the table, and wasps start buzzing around. And that's usually when people start going like, oh, I hate wasps, I don't want them around, right? You see people kind of tense up, or they start, batting them away, they start running away. The wasps don't really care about you all that much. For the most part, they really care about your food, though. And what you can do is set some aside for them. Like, give your neighbors a little snack.
Just invite them to the picnic.
Invite them to the picnic. Make a little plate for them. It doesn't have to be that big. And watch them, because they'll start biting off little bits of food and carrying it away, because they don't want to be around you. They just want some snacks.
They don't actually want to be at the picnic. They just want
to
take it and leave.
Yeah, and they don't, as soon as you start paying attention to what they're doing, they're cleaning their little antenna, and they're, taking their little snacks and carrying it away, and sometimes they take a piece that's a little bit too big, and then they have a really hard time flying. Like, they're incredibly charismatic when you start paying attention to them. And so just because they, you know, have the ability to sting, which a lot of bees do, and a lot of wasps don't have the ability to sting, and a lot of bees don't have the ability to sting too, there's so much variation in this group that it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, wasps are bad, bees are good.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, wasps in general, bees in general, in Alberta, there's so many species, and people really only notice bumblebees and yellow jackets, right? And honeybees.
And honeybees, yes.
But usually people can't tell the difference between honeybees and bumblebees or honeybees and yellow jackets because again they're not spending the time to pay attention. So just spending the time and looking at flowers and looking at bees there is really great. There are like so many species of native bees, and honeybees are not one of them.
Yeah.
Right? There are so many species of native wasps, and again honeybees still aren't one of them. Even though, you know, taxonomically they're wasps. But there's, you know, Andrina, there's just an incredible diverse, like I said, ants, bees, and wasps, and sawflies are a mega diverse group, right? So there's just so many, and I wish that, I think if I could like transport one bit of like information into the brains of every single person, it would be just like how many species of bees there are, because it's incredible, and they all do so many different things.
Right.
And some of them are really tiny, and some of them are really big, and they have different pairs, and they have different colors, and they are, you know, digging holes or nesting in trees or caring for their young or not caring for their young.
The leaf cutters,
Yeah.
they cut the little bits of flowers and leaves.
Yeah.
So cute.
There's baby containers, medium-sized container, and big-sized container, depending on what the size of the bug is.
Oh,
And
we're
they've
not
got-
gonna be using that one today.
Well, if we catch a butterfly or something, and
Is it butterfly season?
I have seen some butterflies.
Okay.
Yep. We got paintbrushes, so if you catch a bug and you're like, I kind of want to move it, but I don't want to touch it, you can use a paintbrush,
Okay.
and that is a nice, gentle way to do so.
I'll see if she'll climb on me. Hang on. Oh, she's definitely okay.
Yeah, she is okay as
There we go. Oh, hello, little ladybug.
a ladybug can be.
Yeah. How many spots? Let's count.
It's hard for me to count when it's really
Moving so
moving.
fast.
Okay, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5. Oh no, I don't want to make. Oh, he's probably injured right now. You're the expert here, so.
Bugs are pretty hardy because they have an exoskeleton, which means their hard parts, like their bones, are on the outside. So they can handle a lot more than we can. They're a lot less fragile.
That is the tiniest spider I've ever saw.
You maybe not want to know this, but there's tiny mites that live on people. They're so small you can't even see them, but they eat like dead skin.
Oh, thanks.